Getting Messy 101. This year, I am spending the end of the year quietly contemplating everything that has occurred in my life, letting go of different things, all of that, preparing for the year of the horse, which is 2026. It's not just the year of the horse, it is the year of the fire horse, and it's accelerated motion. I just posted something on my storyline, and it is also very important that you stay grounded, because this is an accelerated motion. It's like really moving fast, okay? Things are going to happen fast. Things are going to manifest. One of the things that you can do is to be more creative. I am making Christmas gifts with my creativity, and not doing what I used to do, although it still is hectic, you know, and I've made some choices this year for myself because I need to, and that's okay. So if you've done that and you're changing where you used to be for the holidays and what you used to do and how you used to do it, it's going to feel a little weird, but it's a necessary thing. I've been trying to accept that the world is a different place right now. To me, it feels like a sci-fi movie, and I don't want to be in solitude for forever. But I have been spending a lot of time. If you notice, I haven't been doing that many readings. I will get back to it. However, I'm focusing on different things for myself and my grief journey. Okay, so I've got She Is cards. And I talk about the Divine Feminine, but do understand, if you are a man and you're watching me and you like my channel, you have the Divine Feminine inside of you. Also, we have male and female energy in the body, so I am not excluding you. Let's see what the cards have to say. Rival. Some of you have a lot of rivals, a lot of people that are jealous. They watch you, but they will not give you the time of day, and they will not share your content. They won't do it. They'll watch you, they'll want to take from you. All of that is going on, but you don't have to feed into it. So it says here, whose voice is this? This card is about the inner voice that speaks inside us. Sometimes it's not our own. We echo parents, teachers, and society. Whose words do I repeat in my mind? Is this truly my voice? You know, we have some big creators out there that people are very upset with or criticizing and things like that. I don't get into it because, you know, if you didn't see that person was like that before, maybe there's something that you needed to look at. Because their content is obviously, if it's a superficial thing, their content is superficial. How do you expect them to change and be what you want them to be? You're wasting time with that. And people waste time all the time. I did it in relationships, wasting time trying to change somebody so that they wouldn't harm themselves, or they wouldn't you know, act out anymore, or they wouldn't drink anymore. And you just cannot do it, because you can't change another person's mind. I learned that through the 12-step program for people who love people who have addictions. The 3 C's: can't control it, didn't cause it, and you can't cure it. So move on and work on yourself. And interesting enough, the card that we got is, I judge myself. Stop judging other people. Judge yourself. Work on yourself. That's when everything changes. And before this fire horse energy comes in 2026, pull your bootstraps up, man. Put your gear on. You know, I used to ride my horse bareback, but you know, get the saddle ready, giddy up. We're going to move forward fast with this fire energy. It can either burn you out or bring you forward. The choice is up to you. So here it says, I am real. This card is about authenticity, the courage to be yourself, not a pleasing image, but a living truth. In what do I feel my realness? How would I act if I weren't afraid of being too much or not enough? You know, sometimes when you're yourself, the money doesn't come right away. And then you say, oh, I have to conform. it's a dance that we do. You know, we don't have to please people with content that isn't authentic. It shows. If it's superficial, that's what it is. And sometimes superficial, if you want, you know, to learn how to do something constructive, maybe it is superficial. If you're worried about fixing your house up, or if you're, you know, makeup stuff, you know, that's the content. What did you expect? Don't expect depth where it doesn't have to be that deep. Understand what I'm saying? It's like we expect so much from people and then we get disappointed. So we have to work on ourselves. That's what I'm saying. And stop criticizing everybody else. Great card right here. The fire within. Look, she's got the wings. This is like the phoenix. I can't tell you how many times I had to rise out of the ashes. And these past several years, losing my son was, you know, I have days where, and I'm honest about it, the grief takes over. There's days when the grief will motivate me to do something, and there's days where I just want to stay in bed and eat things that are comfort food and things like that. You know, not junk food, because that makes me worse. I get inflammation in my body. But the Seeker, a card about mindful exploration, about the ability to observe, notice details, catch the invisible. See, you know, there's people talking about other people, and I'm like, well, why didn't you see that from the start? And people do progress, okay? Their ego does get big when they become big, okay? Some of them are still good people and do good, and others are just moving on, doing whatever they can to get the attention that they need, and that's okay for them. It doesn't have to be your business, and you can't change people to change the world. We have to change ourselves and find the people that are able to understand and become a part of this movement, rather than wasting time on people who just want to be base. There is a progression, okay, psychologically, physically, and otherwise. What we can do is to self-actualize, and that takes an understanding of self, right? So it says the Seeker, a card about mindful exploration, about the ability to observe, notice details, catch the invisible, to seek deeper. What am I researching right now in my life? See, that's what I'm doing at the end of this year, for the rest of this year. What am I researching right now in my life? What small things might give me answers? Where do I need to be attentive in my life? I know for me, it's I have to listen to my body and figure out what's going on with that, and I'm doing all of that. It's a job, boy. I won't stop because you're on the path, honey. And it says choice, a card about the moment of choice, not always between good and bad, but between desire and what's right. It's also about readiness to take responsibility for the chosen path. Because when you choose a certain path, like I chose to be a professional artist, it's not easy, it never was easy. But I also could not do the 9-to-5er. I would have been, it would have kind of put my spirit to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Choice, a card about the moment of choice, not always between good and bad, but between desire and what's right. It's also about readiness to take responsibility for the chosen path. What am I choosing, and what is it really? Do I feel responsible for my choice? What choice leads me to the truth? Follow the fear. Oh, I won't stop because. A card about motivation, about remembering what you started for what keeps you moving forward. Despite fatigue, doubt, and difficulty, what gives me strength not to stop? What inspires me? What do I keep going despite of everything? You know, there are times when we all feel like, what's the point? But we have to find things that spark us. That's the fire horse, kids. We like that. Giddy up. White buffalo calf woman, the prophetess of sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. So here we go almost into 2026 with the thought of manifesting the life that we want. Stay grounded. Namaste.